Gotta get used to using GoPros again and giving you guys a little bit of an intro to our day. We're out here again at Greer, my favorite place to ride mountain bikes or unicycles. I was dilly-dallying with my phone, so we're gonna have to catch these guys now. And then, yeah, probably once I catch them, I'll just turn this off. I think y'all have all seen the way up plenty of times, but we'll definitely get recording again when it comes time for the downhill. Downhills here are super fun, very challenging, very rocky, and there's a couple jumps everywhere. Nothing like really big like that we would find at Vail or at Sycamore Canyon. Sycamore Canyon's got some really big jumps right now, but Greer is the best for trails, I would say. I even like these trails better than Vail. Vail's got a lot of trails though. We definitely haven't really scratched the surface there yet. We usually don't crank it on this uphill because there's lots of pedestrians, but they were all just waiting back there, the mountain bikes.
It's nice out right now.
I know, I love it.
Oh.
What are we gonna try to do first? Do you guys want to try to get the hard ones like out of the way first, or do you want to warm up a little bit?
I kind of want to warm up a little bit.
We can do a double D real quick.
Yeah, that's what I did last time, and then I hit Insidious.
Which one, double D?
Let's do it. Yeah, the sun is killer right now. Oh, a little bushy. Oh, damn, that thing fucking to the moon. Dang. You gotta like land and brake like super smooth, like immediately. It's pretty cool. Hop those rocks. Dodge those little rocks. Blinded by the sun. Alright, this part of the uphill can be kind of fun. I'll give you a little more rundown of collarbone fracture lore. So I had to, after I broke my collarbone, you know, I was like, you know, a little bit in a shock. I still had my one wheel. I was just like right there on the side of the road. I called my grandma to have her meet me at my house and take me to the emergency room, which ended up being a mistake. Don't go to the emergency room for a broken bone, go to urgent care. My insurance doesn't cover emergency room visits for anything that's not like life-threatening. I got to learn that later. But so yeah, I'm just like kind of freaking out. I had to get myself back to my house because I had no idea how to like tell her where to come get me in the neighborhood. I was like seeing stars and everything and just holding my arm and slowly limping it back to my house. It sucks too because I didn't even need to take the turn that I took when I cut the one wheel out. I needed to continue going downhill and take the next street. So there was no reason for me to even turn, and it was because I turned on that street and went from downhill to slightly uphill and like through a little crack in the road. That's what cut my one wheel out and just sent me straight into the ground. All fairness, I was like probably 3 or 4 beers in, which is, you know, not a lot, but that's definitely, you know, they say buzz driving is drunk driving, so probably could have played a little something into it. The reason I was riding, I was just, you know, taking a little afternoon cruise on a Sunday before what I thought was going to be a week of work, and yeah, it just turned out. I was watching what was it, Blade Runner, the new one, and we were like, oh, this is kind of bad, we're gonna pause it. My girlfriend wanted to go take a nap, and I was like, cool, I'll just go rip the one wheel. I was getting pretty stoked on them. I wanted to start like jumping them and everything. I kind of lost the stoke though, because yeah, just sitting on the couch for 4 months was terrible. My collarbone fracture was kind of intense. It broke in 2 different places and almost like fractured like the bone. And I mean, when I say fracture, I mean like completely broken. I think when some people hear fracture, they think like a little line, but yeah, like the doctors just call it a fracture. Open fracture is when it pokes through the skin. That's when they would have said I needed surgery. We'll get to all that later though, the surgery and the doctors and stuff. But yeah, so I got myself back to my house, just seeing stars and almost blacking out, and then I was taken to the hospital. I was there for about a half hour. They took x-rays. They were like, yep, it's definitely broken, which, you know, I knew that because my bone was like about to come through my chest. Luckily it didn't, but it was like really sharp and pointy and just like poking. And yeah, they say it like kind of tore through my trapezius muscles, like my like neck muscles and stuff. And yeah, it was like that muscle was like a guitar string, you know, because it was just being pushed on with the bone, and the bone like made it so the skin there wouldn't move. It was like kind of all just like stabbed and skewered together, and it took probably about, I think about 4 weeks for that skin to be able to start moving again, when the bone finally like pulled out and wasn't sticking into that layer of skin anymore. But yeah, that's all the ER did for me. They gave me a sling, they took x-rays, told me, yeah, it's fucked, you need to go see a doctor. And I was like, oh, okay, shit. I've never broken a bone before, so I was just like, okay, I guess that's what it is. I thought more was gonna happen here today, but I guess you're just gonna send me home. And then I'm gonna pause it real quick here. Alright. Gotta focus up for a little second, and then we'll get back to story time. Can't really see. That like lip of that jump is getting all torn up right now. Okay, so hopefully what I was saying was yeah, they sent me home. I had the sling. I just slinged up and stayed on the couch. I couldn't really like lay down in a bed or anything. I just propped up my arm and stuff on and laid on the couch. Slept there for the first 6 weeks. It was terrible. Really hard to sleep. Lost like 20 pounds probably in the first 2 weeks. That was pretty crazy. I guess it's because like your body just starts devoting like all of your calories towards healing your bone. And I guess what happens is when your bone breaks, it basically bleeds, and like that bleeding, like, you know, connects to the other bleeding from the other fractured pieces, and then it turns into like a scab basically, and eventually it just becomes bone. and it just takes a long time, and you can't move it and like disrupt the connection. So yeah, doctor just said don't move at all that shoulder for 6 weeks. So that's what I did. And then the physical therapy afterwards was like another 6 weeks to 2 months, I would say. And I mean, I still have to do it. It's just I don't have to go and be taught a bunch of things anymore, because I kind of just know what to do. And they, once I got like my full range of motion, they were, you know, pretty happy with that, and I was able to go back. But I'm still trying to get my left arm to be, you know, as strong as my right arm right now. Gotta build all that strength back and get back to riding. First couple of rides, I just, you know, was so nervous to fall on my arm again. Oh, I kind of left out the part where I met with the doctor and all that stuff though. So meeting with the doctor was interesting. I you know, called around to you know, my entire network through my insurance, and found a lot of the people wanted to put me out like a month, you know, scheduled me for like a month later. And I was like, I don't think that's gonna work. If you need to do surgery on this thing, like, we need to do it now, right? So yeah, I needed to get into a doctor like quickly. So called and called and called, spent like a whole day calling and calling, and eventually found somebody that could take me that same week, but it was all the way down San Diego, kind of far from my house. And I'm gonna pause it again. All right, we're taking a little break up here, getting some water. So yeah, I was able to get into a doctor after calling around all day on a Wednesday, which was, I crashed on a Sunday. So a couple days later, go down to San Diego. They couldn't get the x-rays from the hospital, so I had to go sit in an imaging center for 4 hours and get more x-rays. And then after all that, he was in surgery, so he got the x-rays, but he wasn't able to go over them with me. So I just went home, and they called me and went over the x-rays with me without me like looking at them, and just, you know, said you could get surgery, you could get not surgery, you could just, you know, let it heal by itself. And, you know, no matter what I asked, they wouldn't tell me like if there was a better option. They were just telling me, you know, do whatever you want, kind of thing. And I didn't want to get surgery, so I just said fuck it, and that was the doctor's experience. And I'd just go back every couple of weeks, and they would just look at it and be like, oh yep, it's still looking pretty fucked. But I just was like, well, does that mean that you think I should get surgery? And then they're just like, well, no, it'll probably still heal. They were making me so fucking nervous. I was just, yeah, the first like 2 months of all this shit, I was just like going through waves of like, am I ever going to be able to use my arm the normal way again? Or like, or am I going to go through all this and then just have to get a surgery anyway? Like, because it's not going to work without it. I mean, they can always like do the surgery, go back in and like break it and like do their magic, you know, like take bone grafts and like get donor pieces. Like, they can do whatever. But yeah, it's 4 months later, and I've got full range of motion, almost all my strength back. It only feels a little weird. I can still wear my chest guard and my backpack, all my gear. It rubs a little bit. But I got like, it kind of, you can see like this piece where it connects from my sternum and like starts going out. It should be like down, but it's like raised out, it sticks up, and then like it just kind of like ends right there, and then it goes down into my body, and you don't really see it anymore. You guys almost ready to ride? I'm gonna get you guys going down, and then I'll get my wheel and I'll come back after you. Or are you gonna try to get like a full pull? That's right. That's the line I like.
Not as clean as I would have liked, but
I think you got the second section pretty good.
yeah.
I don't know. I didn't really see what you did, but I could hear roughness in that first drop.
Yeah, I pedaled.
Yeah. I don't really see where, but yeah, I heard it.
That first part is, it's like more of a mental game, I think, for me.
I think if you just go faster through it, you'll be all right.
You better? Yeah. But you did just go straight.
Yeah.
I try and go to the left there, and you just go straight.
I always try to just keep my tire on the biggest, tallest rocks.
Okay.
Yeah, it just keeps your pedals away from everything.
To me, it looks like my tire's gonna fall down in that gap, but I don't think it does.
Nah, if you're going fast enough too, you almost like hop from one rock to the next. You'll be all right. We love the rock gardens here out at Greer. But this is definitely a gnarly ride, so I'm gonna go chill. Haven't done this in a while. Oh, I thought I was gonna get the pedal on that one. Oh, I got really sandy right there, damn. Definitely gotta remember this one a little bit before I can send it. Oh shit. Ooh, ah. Whew. Oh, here's that. Okay, yeah, that is crazy. That's not a very good run up. I totally forgot it was there. I thought in my mind, like, I remembered the run up being way better than that.
Yeah, I think we can still get it if you just gun it.
Yeah, for sure, but I did not even think about it. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be one of those, like, we're gonna do this trail 3 times, yeah, and then we'll get it on the 3rd run or something. Wow, a lot of rocks. Oh boy! Oh, I turned around to look at him and I scraped the pedal. Wow. All right, a little part coming up here is a little weird too. Oh, I think I usually go up. Oh, damn. Higher on that left side, and that's harder. Stay up high on these rocks. Oh yeah. Dude, this is a workout. Keep those pedals away from those rocks. Takes lots of like little fine adjustments. Oh fuck, dropped right onto one. Oh fuck again. Once your speed gets taken away from you, you're just dropping like straight onto the rocks with your pedals. Gotta keep a little bit of speed to clear it all. All right. Oh man, feels good to be doing trails like that already. The Insidious and TMB are rough, but I don't know. I think when we've done TMB, we were like, oh, that was worse than Insidious, but I mean, I can't imagine anything being rougher than what we just rode right now. Overdrive.
Clean fucking run on down there.
Okay.
And I didn't even record it. Clean fucking run. Okay, be safe.
Alright, so that was a pretty good day out at Greer. Nobody got hurt, wheels are still up. That's always good. What did we do today? We did Double D, we did Insidious, we did Overdrive. Got my second best time to date on Overdrive. That's pretty good. Feeling really strong on the Lynx. It's easier to whip that S22 around in the turns. That's what I've got my fastest time on Overdrive with. But you just have so much confidence with the Lynx, like just sending it into rock gardens and stuff like that. You just don't feel like it's going to give up on you ever. So I think a couple more runs down it and we'll be getting our best time. Maybe next weekend even. But yeah, that's a really good day. I know we got Brent getting probably his fastest time on Overdrive today as well. Stayed behind me pretty close until about halfway down, I'd say. Always good to see everybody coming up, getting fast. Overdrive's not for a faint of heart. Neither is Insidious, but we're not really gunning it on that one yet. We gotta sort of learn it a little more. Every trail is different. Every trail like has kind of different feel to it, zone to zone and then trail to trail. We get used to like how the grip works, when it's gonna slide on you, how much speed for clearing all the little drops and stuff. Yeah, Insidious has a lot of like drops where if you're not going fast enough, you're gonna come down on a rock instead of like clearing it. And there's not really anything you can do to like use the tire to hit the rock instead of the pedal, because just there's too many rocks scattered all over the place. Your pedals are gonna clip something if you're not hearing over it. But yep, everybody's in one piece. Super fun day. Hope we'll be out again soon. I'll catch you guys again on the next one.